Everyone, welcome to another episode of Next Gen Blue Abroad. Here with Nath again, mate. It's been a couple of tough weeks. What was your thoughts on that game on the weekend?
Oh, well, I mean, same as the Collingwood game. Like, we played all right for most of that first half. Even just hung on in that third quarter. But yeah, that last quarter, Collingwood did. So it's pretty disappointing because we're in a winning position for most of that game. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I think we killed them really for 3/4 of that game. I was getting really frustrated that I just knew that they were going to pull something out of their ass in the last quarter because we just didn't have a big enough lead. It's happened to us quite a few times this year. Whether that be the Port game was all right, but Collingwood game we did have a lot of chances in that first half to just build a bigger lead. But yeah, really disappointing. A lot of changes this week, but we'll get into that later in the video. All right, guys, we'll get into the preview. We're up against the Swans this week. Crucial clash, just for a bit of pride, I think, just to make the record of this season a bit better. Finish off the season in a good way. We'll move on to the key matchups. So just like usual, Cripper, always the first matchup, very important usually. In every match, whoever's up against him. And up against him is Josh Kennedy, a very quality midfielder. Was out for majority of the season. I think, it's like 6 weeks or so that he was injured for, but definitely a solid player for the Swans.
Yeah, definitely. He's come back pretty well. And for Cripps, I reckon if this is the week, he needs to just have a massive game because he's been struggling recently. I just reckon he probably won't be tagged. So this is the game just to break out, just have a massive game, like 25 plus, a few goals hopefully for Cripper.
Yeah, he's been struggling, Cripper. I'm sure he's probably wanting this year to end as soon as possible. Just get his body right, get his headspace right. I know he's had problems with his misses and all that stuff in the background, but I think for me, Cripper just needs to play like he was in 2018, 2019, just more of that inside play. I feel as if they're trying to get him to do too much. He's known for his inside work. He's broke records for clearances, contested possessions. He still racks up a lot considering he's playing forward in some parts of the game. But yeah, I think he's getting a lot of hate. It's frustrating because he just doesn't seem to finish off his work, and I don't know, but hopefully this week he has a good game. Hopefully he does have that 25 and a couple goals. So goal kicking is a thing. It's really frustrating, but we'll move on. So the two youngsters, I think both of them are in their second year, play similar roles. I actually like James Rowbottom. He's been quite good for the Swans this season, playing off a wing. But yeah, what do you think of this matchup with him and Walshy?
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup. They're both two young guns and they're both in good form as well. Obviously, Rowbottom, he's had a great season, and Walsh himself, he's had bloody good 6 weeks. Saw the Carlton FC Daily post about Big Walshy last time against the Swans. So expecting another big game from him. I reckon each time he's played the Swans, he's had a massive game. So I reckon just keep running on the wing, and he probably will get some time in the midfield as well. So hopefully he can have a big one.
Yeah, I think Walshy's been great, really. He's been probably our best player the last 6 weeks. Maybe apart from Weeders, who I thought Weeders had, for some reason, during the game, I thought he had a quiet game. And then after the game, I look at the stats, and he's absolutely killed his opponent. He still had 17 touches or something. So,
Jezza Cameron, 0 goals.
Yeah. It's a good sign when he's quiet because you know that his opponent's quiet. But Jesus, he's good. So we'll move on to the next matchup. Ed Turno versus Lukey Parker. This one's important. I reckon Ed was quite good the other night. Shut down the key mids for the Giants. I felt Caniglio, Taranto, name a few.
Quiet.
Yeah, they struggled. Ball use as well. I think Caniglio was terrible.
It was hate cogs.
Very uncharacteristic from him. And there's another challenge for Ed against Luke Parker, very experienced midfielder, premiership player. Still playing pretty good footy. I think he played a pretty good game against the D's last week. And,
Yeah, I reckon just, like, for Ed, it's going to be hard, but just try and manage his goals. Like, just stick on him around in that forward 50 because whenever Parker's, like, lurking around the goals, he's always dangerous. And even last week he scored, I think, 2 goals. So I reckon if Ed can, like, just keep an eye on him around goals, that'll make a big difference to the game.
Yeah. Just preventing the Swans scoring pressure. So I'll move on to the next matchup. Jackie Martin, I did see on the news out of the last hour that he had a calf problem in training. I think he'll be fine. There was footage of him pointing to his calf, talking to Andrew Russell, the fitness boss at the Blues. But I think he'll be fine. He hasn't been dropped or managed or anything. So it must be good to go. He's against Jake Lloyd, who, geez, he can rack up the footy.
He's in good form.
A lot of uncontested ball. For us, I think is our forward 50 pressure. If that's not on, blokes like Lloyd will be racking up 30. Good ball user as well. Good connection from back to forward, back to midfield. But yeah, I think very important for Jack to pick up his pressure.
Yes, like started off the game great last game against the Giants with that chase down tackle.
Yeah.
So I reckon just more of that, and just keep his pressure up. That's what's gonna make a big game for him and hit the scoreboard as well. Obviously, hopefully he plays forward a bit and probably go through the mid as well.
Yeah, spot on. The next matchup, Big Harry versus Lewis Melican. I think Melican's pretty handy.
He's solid.
Yeah, I've watched a few of the Swans games. He's locked up some forwards. Well, not necessarily locked up, but definitely contested well. I think Harry definitely gets the height over him, so I don't think the marking contest is the problem for Harry. It's kicking through the big sticks. Really could have kicked the game the other day. Probably could have kicked 4 or 5, really. He only ended up with 1, I think.
Yeah. He did. Like, there's a few games at least, like that Gold Coast game, could have kicked 5, and he could have easily kicked 5 this last game as well, I reckon. But I don't know. Like some weeks he's kicking straight, some weeks he's not. So hopefully he's kicking straight this week because he'll definitely get plenty of opportunities with his height and his good leading, I reckon.
Yeah, I think for us, our ball use still was a bit scrappy, but a bit better than the Collingwood game. We weren't just sitting it on top of his head, hitting up on leads. I think he's quite good leading up at the footy. But yeah, I'm not really phased by Harry. I think his goal kicking will improve. Happens to a lot of tall forwards. Look at Joe Danaher. He's not always the greatest set shot. But yeah, that'll take time to develop. I think he could be right for next year. There's good forward coaches and goal kicking coaches. Get Big Sav Rocker back in the club.
Even Feb. You see that tweet he did?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. Like Feb will be a bit weird. The left hand on the bottom, right on the top. But I think he'll be fine. It's the easiest thing to pick up, really. You can do the hard things right. Just finishing off the goals as he's struggling the last few weeks. So we'll move on to the next matchup. This is just... It's already over. There's nothing else to say, really. Like, you just look at the photos.
Yeah.
Just look at the size.
That's a rough kill.
Sammy Reid, mate. What are you doing?
He's old. He's weak. Like, Wiedering...
Sammy every 3 weeks. Him and his brother, Sam and Ben Reid.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I haven't seen him play.
Wiedering will crush this guy, seriously. Like,
0.
This is probably... 0 goals for sure. Like, this is probably one of the lower challenges for Wiedering. Should have a bit of a relaxed day for Wiedering, I reckon.
Yeah.
0 goals.
Yeah, we better not jinx that.
Yeah, no, never mind. Touch wood. Touch wood.
Might have a day out now. But, pretty much a lock for that one. So, all right, we'll keep it on here. So, we'll talk about the ins and outs. Usually we talk about our own ins and outs. So, the selection's already been done. So, Owi's in, Plowman in, Cunningham in, and DeConning in. I feel like pretty decent ins.
Yeah, I reckon they're very solid ins. And I'm actually excited about Always. I've seen a few of his highlights. He's in good form in the reserves games, so I reckon he might snag a few tomorrow night, hopefully. But yeah, even Plowman, that's a solid one down back, and yeah, even Cunningham. I'm pleased about that. Yeah, I'm pleased about Cunningham. He'll be. I reckon he's a solid top 20 for us.
Yeah, I reckon he's definitely in our best 22. So the outs, Pitto, Betts, Paulson, and Dow, I feel like they're good outs. I feel like Pitto really struggled. He's just, I don't know, he's a big fella. It's hard to be very mobile and agile at that size. I think he's done well in that first 8-week period before TDK came in or whatever. But I think he was due to just get dropped. Eddie, just not getting enough of the pill. Give another person a go, I reckon.
Yeah, bit of a rest for Eddie. Just have a chill week. Chill week for Eddie in it. Big game. He's gonna kick a bag next Sunday. This Sunday coming up, I reckon. But
against the Crows.
Yeah.
And then Cam Paulson, Paddy Dow. I think Cam Paulson, I don't mind him with the pill. It's more like his matchups down back. It's just like, I don't know, he's a bit short.
Yeah. Like he was matching up on those small forwards. I think what's his name for GWS? Wait, who was he on for GWS? He was on
Was it Bobby
wasn't
Hill?
Toby Green, was it?
Was it Bobby Hill?
Yeah, probably Bobby Hill. Probably that guy. He's pretty short as well.
Yeah, and shit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Paddy Dow dropped off. I don't know. It's really, for me, I think he'll be fine. You got to give him a few years.
Yeah.
He just doesn't get enough appeal for me.
Yeah. I reckon just give him top pick for Papley. There we go. Get him out of the way. Get Papley in.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive trade period.
I'm looking forward to it.
I hope we can get him for picks, Papley. Just
do you reckon? There's word about us either trading a Paddy Dow or SPS for a top for another pick. So then we trade our pick 6 or whatever it will be, and that pick we get for Dow or someone or whoever it will be. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we get it done. Hopefully he still wants to come.
Yeah. I know his missus is living in Victoria, so
that's a good sign.
Yeah, that is. I think that is one of the reasons why he has family here. But that doesn't necessarily mean he wants to come to Carlton, so we can't get too excited.
Yeah.
We always think about the prospect, but I've got to wait until the done deal. So we'll move on to the big balls. And also, the draft this year is going to be terrible because it's got all the academy picks. So, pick 6 or some shit. So, yeah, it's a bit weird. So, we'll move on.
Yeah.
That's a big call.
Look, I said it before. He's going to get his opportunity this week. He's going to get at least 5 shots at goal. He'll probably have 10 shots at goal. Who knows? But, yeah, just kick straight, Harry. That's all we're asking of you. Just kick straight, and you'll kick a bag this week. Career high 5 goals. I'm calling it.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's just a matter of kicking straight, really. He's going to have his opportunities.
Hopefully he does.
It was fucking frustrating, man. Even that Pitto one that he hit the post. If he kicks that goal, we're up by 4 goals. So it's just
that was a pretty good kick, but
you
just
need to break
it
open.
lately.
You need to break open the game by kicking those goals, and
No.
those didn't get over the line. So might be cool. I've got Matty Owies. I think he's going to kick a couple goals.
I like it.
His debut. I thought, fresh legs, hasn't had a game yet.
Speed.
First game, the big smoke. And I think he's going to kick a couple. I was
Sausage rolls for him.
I was going to go for 3, but it's a debut, so Matty might just kick a couple, celebrate mags, and have a few frothies after the game.
That's it.
All right, guys. Bit of a different type of video, talking about the actual selections rather than our selections. So thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe, and let's hope we get the bloody win.
Go Blues.